Hi, my name is Jeanette Guidry-Marshall. My project is over adaptive learning, and the project would pertain to more of classroom training, classroom management, educational technology, and alternative certifications. So on the agenda, it would be more to assess the training needs of and benefit more the teachers and student teachers who are in the field and who are trying to get different certifications. So we would assess the training needs, set organizational training objectives and goals, create an action plan that will help implement the training and its initiatives, and then evaluate and revise any feedback we get from teachers and students. So here, future teachers would learn and harness and hone those classroom management skills. And they would be able to also use anything that they've learned in their classroom. And it would be more like right away for teachers who are already in the classroom and for teachers who are planning to be in the classroom very soon. So this application would allow future teachers and current teachers to stay up to date on the latest technology, classroom management styles, but also allowing those in the educational profession to build and stack credentials. I think one of the biggest complaints you hear from teachers is training. I have to leave my classroom to go do this. I have to make sub-plans to do this. Whereas, if training could be done from anywhere, anytime, it would be a lot more beneficial to the teachers and to the students in their classroom. And one of the biggest things is that they can stack and build these credentials and certifications. Learning would be based on modules and end-of-lesson quizzes, and I think that this type of adaptive learning would also help with the mandatory kind of meetings that they have. Like, you go in, all the teachers are together. Of course, there's skill building activities and icebreakers and stuff like that, which is great. But at the same time, teachers are like rushing back to their classroom to keep planning, keep prepping, and at the same time, they're still doing training and certification. So I think this would help kind of merge those two together and really save time and be cost effective. So my project timeline, I gave it about 4 to 6 weeks. We're assessing those training needs again. We're setting those organizational training objectives and goals. We're creating that action plan. We're implementing all that. So there should also be like a learning curve, especially to those who haven't been in school in a while and they're having to see how, learning through an online course may be. Of course, a lot of teachers got some experience with the pandemic, but some of that was not great experiences. And then the timeline would be, each level or certificate for completion can differ in reference to the time and in reference to what the certification is going to be over. Course completion could be anywhere from, you complete a course in an hour to it could take 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, so about 1 to 2 months. Project benefits. It can allow future teachers to receive certifications and credentials. The program is more affordable. Whereas, a lot of these certifications can run you $4,000 or more. This program would help in with that cost-effective, benefit, and still work with universities, and allow students and teachers to add experience to their resumes. Accessibility is important, and I think on an online platform, when they're online training, something that's readily accessible to them is very important, especially teachers. They don't have a lot of time. We're up early, we're out late. The adaptive learning training will help teachers use their experience that they are currently facing in their classrooms and use problem solving and class management skills learned through their modules. I think think this is one of the biggest ones right now where we're seeing teachers are having a lot of classroom behavioral challenges and problems. And I think that, like an online training course, there will be discussion boards. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest benefits is figuring out, talking with others who are taking the same classes. What has worked for you? What have you seen that has not worked for you? Because every classroom is different, every teacher is different. And like I said, the greatest thing is that the classes can be taken anywhere, day, time, or place, as long as you have Wi-Fi. So the project alternatives would just be, outsourcing to a different university, going through the routes of already available online certifications and credentials. But like I said, those are not really cost effective. They're a lot of money. So our costs would be about $150 and up. Like I said, it depends on the classes and their certifications. The more in-depth the certification is, more than likely that one is going to be a little bit more expensive. But, it just depends on the numbers of hours needed to complete them. So I think that this would be really beneficial to teachers everywhere in the classroom, teachers who are people that are planning to start teaching, those who are student teaching, those who are, subbing, thinking of becoming a teacher. I think that we have a lot stacked against us right now. So the more, in-depth that we can get to helping students have success, the better. And I think that, of course, with technology, that's going to be one of our biggest proponents for having student achievement. This is what they like. This is the first thing they go for. They walk in the classroom, can I get a Chromebook? Whereas a lot of teachers don't have all the technological experience that newer teachers coming out have. So I think that this can be a bit more than just training and certifications. It can add to their everyday knowledge and skills on how to use, technology in the classroom. And even, seeing what they're doing on their classes, on their online classes, teachers can incorporate that into their own classroom. But this would be something that would take time to implement. It would take time for those in the educational system who haven't used online courses, who haven't really done online training before. It would take some time to get used to. I think it would be more beneficial than our alternative routes, our more traditional routes of, you can still have morning meetings, but instead of like an hour morning meeting, you have a 15-minute morning meeting and go from there. You can go in your classroom, do your training, get your modules in, and start your day, do your prepping. I think that it really is one of the biggest things I hear teachers complain about is there's not enough time to grade prep. Like it's a constant, like there's so many things that they have to do in such a short amount of time that, teachers are kind of getting worn down and worn out, and you see a lot leaving. Whereas I think this could add more to it. It could add more to their resumes. It can open doors for them in different districts, but also bring more to the classroom. Teachers will be better prepared. They will be better at seeing potential problems and solving them in the classroom as well. So thank you.